Hello, everyone and no one, and welcome to another Rotten Movie Reviews. Today, we reviewed the third of the series we've been doing each year of George A. Romero of the Dead series, and today was Day of the Dead. Not to be confused with the Mexican holiday. Joining me as always is Tier Alexander. Tier, how you doing?
I'm good. I just watched a bunch of zombies eat assholes. I'm happy about it.
They even ate people
I
as
feel
well.
like that was. I was gonna say, I feel like that was the wrong movie tier.
Uh, the, you know what I meant.
We also got Angela. I got Angela. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not so bad. And joining us as well as Wilt Forge. Will, how you doing?
We're all thinking it. I'm going to say it. Zombie Bub did nothing wrong.
Yep.
So, for anyone who wasn't aware of the 1985 George A. Romero film, Day of the Dead, it's, it's a zombie movie, all right, and it's set in a basically military bunker along the coast of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scientists trying to figure out, like what caused it, how to reverse it. And it's where we start getting the whole thing of the intelligent zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And it was written and directed by George A. Romero. And it's a fun movie. And what's really funny is the guy who played Captain Rhodes, Joseph Pilato. Apparently, they liked his short performance in Dawn of the Dead so much, and on the boat docks as one of the cops, they let him be the villain in the third movie. I have no idea if that's true. It's just my own headcanon.
He was an amazing villain.
He's a good actor. I didn't realize as well. I was going through a bit of his filmography. I mean, he passed in 2019, but he played a role in freaking Pulp Fiction, Wishmaster. Like I said, he was on that one small thing at Dawn of the Dead. He was in Attack in L.A. He was the fucking voice of Metal Greymon from Digimon.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, he was in Magic 9. Not bad.
Yeah, and the guy who played Bub, Sherman Howard, has been in a bunch of shit as well.
Hi, brother.
And what's up, Clown?
Young Clown.
The guy who played John, Terry Alexander, he's been in a lot. The one who played Laura...
He was in Demolitionist.
The one who played Dr. Sarah Bowman, Lori Cardilli, she hasn't been in too much.
Nah, she's getting recent work.
Mm-hmm.
She was in The Search of Darkness.
But you gotta remember as well as the guy who played Captain Rhodes was also in an episode of The Young and the Restless.
Ooh, baby, off.
The year after he did this movie.
Well, now we know why they were restless.
He plays a good freaking villain, though.
Yes, he does.
I mean, you wanted to hate his character.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
you really wanted
to hate his in all reality...
I didn't want to. I just had to. I had no choice.
In all reality, if you kind of look at it, there isn't really too many redeemable characters in this movie.
Yeah, although I think most of the redeemable ones ended up surviving.
Well, no, all right.
No, the only redeemable character was Bub.
Yes. Well, no, all right. Again, you had the boyfriend. I didn't think he was an asshole. No, I didn't think he deserved to die. I can see where he's coming from. Essentially, like far as they know, they're all that's left.
Mm-hmm.
So again, he is breaking down. It's hitting him like, I'll never see my family again. I'll never see anybody I knew and loved before we came in this hellhole. And then you had on top of that, you had the stress of having to deal with this shit without a day off, and fucking Rhodes was just like, nope, nobody gets a day off. We all doing this every day.
Well, it was the
Tell him
same
to get
thing
his
with
ass in gear.
their major before that.
Yeah.
And Rhodes was supposed to be worse than him. Now, I'm obviously going to say as well, there were definitely anachronistic weapons. Believe I got that, said it right this time?
Yep.
Yes. That was correct.
Yes. Because like there were guns that were in this movie that were not made if they're following the original that came out in, 1968. Like the Smith & Wesson 69 or 59 that Sarah and the scientist used, their semi-auto 9mm pistols, weren't available until 1971.
Okay.
That's like the M16s and the G3 that a couple of them used. Those would be rifles that they would not have had. Since this was prior to Vietnam, they would have actually more likely been rocking M1 Garands.
Yeah.
And then having the fucking Model 29s, the 44 Magnums. Well, cool fucking guns. Yeah, those weren't out until like the early 70s. Yeah, 1978.
That won the well, it's a cool gun, we'll just do it.
That's been done in so many movies.
Almost every movie with guns.
Yeah.
That wasn't done with, that wasn't directed by Kubrick.
Or people who really hit the thing for it. Their guntism.
Yeah. It's when the director only listens to the armorer so far.
Oh crap!
Or they hire an armorer that's got a limited inventory.
I was gonna say you're assuming that the armorer just didn't decide that they wanted to deal with something more badass.
Well, in a lot of cases, the armorer just kind of goes with what the director wants. It's very rare that the armorer even fights it, other than like in Die Hard 2. That's why they called it a Glock 7 and not a Glock 17. Because, like, it's just the frame that's polymer, and the frame still has metal parts in it. Like, the slide and barrel are not fucking ceramic. They would break on the first shot.
Okay.
They would explode.
They exploded.
Yeah, as strong as ceramics are, they're not good for some things.
But we also don't know we know this would have been for when this one was more supposed to be set. It would have obviously been around the time of we wouldn't have had any of the other wars that were brought up. Like, we wouldn't have had the Korean War, I believe. I don't remember the time for that one. Definitely wouldn't have had the Vietnam War.
It's 85. I think we would.
When is this supposed to be?
That's the only issues I have, is like, it was made in 1985. I don't know if it's necessarily supposed to be set in 1985, but it is supposed to be set several years at least after the original and the second. Because Dawn of the Dead happens around the same time of the original, only shortly after it in all reality, because they have more information, and then goes on for several months, because you get to see Fly Girl go from not looking pregnant to looking very pregnant.
It doesn't give a time frame. I'm going to get you. It does. It says Dawn of the Dead took place between November 78, 77, and February 78.
Okay.
So it is definitely after the Korean War and the Vietnam War.
Yeah, but still, with the way everything went, they wouldn't of when the original was supposed to have started. If
wait a minute, wait a minute. Sorry. All right. It said principal photography. It doesn't say is when it's set. Oh, let me see. Doesn't give a date. Context clues, maybe. Let's see if we can do that. I'm base.
All the extras who portrayed zombies in the climax received for their services a cap that said, "I played a zombie in Day of the Dead," a copy of the newspaper from the beginning of the film, the one that says "The Dead Walk," and $1.
I'd actually consider doing it for that. So,
yeah.
Heck, I'd do it.
When did?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that shows the time for when it would be. You wouldn't, because of what it is, you wouldn't have the firearms development.
When in doubt, ask Rock.
You really like doing that, don't you, Tier?
Just to piss off Rotn.
Which one
again?
was
It's.
Did you say Day of the Dead?
Dawn.
This movie that we just watched, Day of the Dead. Thank you.
Because last year we did the Dawn of the Dead and the Dawn of the Dead remake.
And then we gotta do the Dawn of the Dead, the Day of the Dead remake with Nick. Can't stand him. It doesn't give us
the Day of the Dead remake has Nick Cannon, has Ving Rhames in it.
All right, okay. The estimated timeline is likely the late 1970s. Because of it just says it's a few months after the initial outbreak. And it says that it's estimated to be between 3 and 5 years after Dawn of the Dead, based on Romero's intended chronology. So,
okay,
in short,
what I have is the 1985 film Day of the Dead is set during the global blah blah blah. A few weeks after the initial outbreak began, although no specific year is given.
Dawn of the Dead is early months of the outbreak, and then Day is years later. So if we say if the late, we'll be generous and say it's 1978 because that's when the movie was made, and then which kind of would follow the year thing, except for maybe 84, 5 at the most. So between 81 and 85, 83. So yeah. So between 81 and 83 is when Day is supposed to take place. So I do believe the Korean War happened a little before, way before, after that.
The Korean War was well before the 1980s.
Yeah.
The Korean War took place in the early 1960s.
Well, 50 to 53.
Yeah, the Korean War was before the Vietnam War.
Yes. So, all right, and under that logic, we'd have been to Korea.
To the point, you've got to break out the when were the original events, because that would be driving the cutoff. You're not going to have Korea and Vietnam happening after the zombie outbreak if the zombie outbreak occurred first.
Well, again, based off of everything, it's only a few months after the events, and it said likely late 70s.
I say it's got to be definitely later than the events of the original, because it's got to be enough years for the decay that they're already starting to see with some of them.
Yeah. Again, I'm just basing off of what it says. Estimated timeline. This is for Dawn, mind you. This is for Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
Late 70s.
Yeah, Dawn is, like I said, pretty much around the same time frame, not too long after the original movie, and then goes into several months later, or ends several months later because of Fran being heavily pregnant. The thing that is funny about this movie is
7 months into it
is it shows them in, that they are off, like they fly off the coast in the beginning of Florida, and the underground bunker they would be in wouldn't work in Florida
because it'd be underwater.
Yeah, it'd be below sea level. Close.
I mean,
you could.
Something depending on where you're in Florida.
You would have to have you'd have to have stuff going exponentially higher for concrete barriers and whatnot. It wouldn't be like a mine.
And say it makes me think of something that I considered, kind of tried to think my way through in North Carolina, being basically a flood-proof, storm-proof home that's largely in-ground, underground. The problem is, of course, you have to do a lot of excavation, a lot of waterproofing, and then and then build in, because the water table, I mean, where I was, the water table was inches down. We're not talking about, you got to dig like a hole that's 6, 8, 10 foot deep. We were talking, my front lawn, the water table was like 14 inches down.
Yeah. But for them to have the mine portion like they show, they would have to be further inland.
Yeah.
And you got to go quite a way inland. And technically, in all technicality, they could have flown to the coast to make their flight to try everything, then had to go back inland further.
I was going to say, technically, it could be in the Florida Panhandle.
Well, that's a lot of swamp.
I'm just saying, it says it's set in Florida, so.
Yeah, well, the areas they filmed underground for that were in Wampum, Pennsylvania.
I have no doubt, because that definitely looked like a old coal mine.
Mm-hmm. What's really
working in the coal
What's really funny is one of the original thought process they had for this whole thing. They were gonna have like trained zombies and whatnot, but the whole thing of like having an electric fence around it, and they couldn't do all that whole thing for it, and that later ended up becoming the basis of Land of the Dead.
Nice.
That's gonna be a fun movie to watch, because that one we get John Leguizamo and the guy who plays Kaufman. That is the first time they had been on a set on a film together since they did the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, you're talking about Bob Hoskins?
No, not Bob. Well, the one with Bob Hoskins, but it's John Leguizamo and the guy who played King Koopa.
Oh, Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper, yeah. They hadn't been on a movie together and on the same set since that movie.
They couldn't stand each other.
That isn't surprising to me, actually.
Yeah, it does not surprise me at all. Like, Dennis Hopper is a professional actor, and John Leguizamo was essentially a comedian and a clown. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey on the set of Batman. He couldn't stand him. He told me, I can't sanction your buffoonery.
Wow.
That's what he told her. I could not sanction your buffoonery.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of buffoonery there to.
Yeah.
To not sanction.
Here's actually one of the other funny things. All of the gun firing was done in for the muzzle flash was done in post production.
Nice.
Because they could.
I mean, of course, it had to be done in post.
No, because the blanks they used would almost never be caught on film due to the camera's shutter. And at least they finally had someone who openly admitted like what a full auto would do. Like the chick who played, was it Sarah? Not Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wrong one. No, gotta scroll back up. Yeah, Sarah. She said flat out using the full auto Uzi had so much recoil that it was starting to kick her back. And it's like, what you're thinking, 9mm doesn't have a lot of recoil. But when it's shooting that fast, it does.
Yeah.
What's really funny is Tony Todd did audition for the role to play John in this one, to play the pilot.
Nice. I don't think I think I'm glad we got the actor we got, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Tony Todd, don't get me wrong, Tony Todd's a phenomenal actor, but Tony Todd can't do accents.
Well, there's nothing that would state that he would have an accent, that they would have done that one.
I like him being Jamaican.
This isn't accents required. I mean, okay.
So how much of their budget went to muzzle flash, says my brother.
All of it.
Most of it.
I still like. So they got this thing from Joseph Pilato, the guy who played Rhodes. He said he was cast as Rhodes, and he basically states like he pretty much gave it to me. I don't know if he auditioned other people, but it was pretty quick. He came in and was like, "You got it."
Yeah, it's when your reputation precedes you. Yeah, we need an all-around Jack Hole. Oh, hey, here he is.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, the guy's still getting work. He was just in the guy to play this version of Flyboy. He's in a movie called Stream.
I mean, if you're actually good and you don't do something that's Hollywood career suicide like the Kevin Sorbo, then you're probably still going to end up getting work in Hollywood.
Oh, here's another funny thing for this one. Because there's a Captain Rhodes in the remake of Day of the Dead, which is played by Ving Rhames. They both played both guys who played Captain Rhodes in Day of the Dead also played a cop in Dawn of the Dead.
With Ving Rhames essentially being the lead in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's Then they just need to take the pilot from the second movie and give him a role in the third.
Well, I won't spoil too much of anything in that. But still, it's a fun movie, even with the ridiculousness of it. Apparently, for the longest time, like I guess this was the lowest grossing movie, even though it was George A. Romero's favorite of the first three.
I mean, just because something's favorite doesn't mean it's always good. It wouldn't be critically acclaimed. Compared to the other two, it doesn't have the biting social commentary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
My thing is like if they're out there claiming it, are they really that critical?
It doesn't have the same social commentary.
You're gonna break Angela here.
Well, you can kind of say the second
one. Did we watch
the
same movie?
The first one doesn't really have any.
But the second one really has the commentary on consumerism. I don't see what this one is. Mad scientist.
We've already established, Angela, that we did not watch the same movie. I think he
commentary in this one is quite literally, who is the monster?
Yeah, it's at least they didn't do the whole thing of that they like to do in the modern day thing where us humans were the monster the whole time. I hate that shit.
Who's the real monster? Them, or was it us? As he dies.
I mean, they have the whole thing of it in the second and the third one of basically like we're us and they're them, or they're us and we're them. They use that statement in the remake of the first movie.
Was it really Frankenstein or Frankenstein monster that was the man?
I'm gonna hurt you.
I'll help.
To be
well, to go into a different direction and just to overtalk Tyr and that whole thing. During that opening sequence when the arms go through the wall, when they first did that, because they didn't make the wall sturdy enough, the wall and a lot of the extras that put their arms through fucking fell on
fell through.
No, fell on. It's like the wall and them fell on Lori Cardiel.
Oh, she was all right.
Yeah.
Well, given that the rest of the movie got filmed, I think she was fine.
I mean, no, you can still get hurt and like push filming back. Like think the Viggo Mortensen hurt his fucking foot and it delayed filming for a few ways on Lord of the Rings. It happens.
Yeah, I know.
People get hurt on the set.
Because Hugo Weaving was still learning to walk again, basically. It's the reason why in the first Matrix you only saw him pretty much from the waist up.
What happened?
He got hurt doing something. I don't remember exactly what it was. That's why all of his stuff is basically punches and you predominantly see it from the waist up.
Makes sense.
That's what happens when you don't use union workers. Look, I already have a low opinion of unions to begin with.
So do I. And I'm in one. I'm trying to leave it.
But yeah, this is just a fun movie, even with the use of anachronistic weapons, freaking uniforms, if memory serves me correctly. But it's still not a bad one. I just go in the whole thing that it's like, if you look at the George A. Romero series, especially for all of his movies, so you include Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Survival of the Dead, there's at least 2 universes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because for Diary of the Dead, it's, a film crew, or not a film crew, but a college film thing that's being done, that they're recording it through stuff. And then Survival is supposed to happen pretty quickly after that, and there's a guy watching stuff on YouTube on his phone. So it's like, for a lot of that, like, that's why it's always one of the funny things of like how they go about it. Because when we watch the next one, Land of the Dead, like, it's still going to be that whole thing of, I think this one might be set in its own universe as well, where technology at least got a bit further.
Yeah, it would have to be a different universe with technology get further to go from this one to that kind of premise.
Yeah, but it's pretty common for a lot of them to do shit like that. I mean, depending on how it was, you could plausibly have it, but also for the next one, Land of the Dead, with one of the characters, she says she was in the city when it was before, or it's like when it used to be an actual city. And with the age of her character, it's like, okay, so we're looking at a max of like 30 years ago.
Okay.
And with when Land of the Dead came out, in 2005, where well, it still would be like the 70s. So plausible, but with a lot of tech.
I mean, it could.
I mean, I'll still just say they got good actors. All the guys who were supposed to be assholes played their fucking parts so well.
So well.
Like
yeah, it really did.
It was convincing.
Yeah, Gary Howard Clark, who played Steel, that man did amazing as being an asshole.
When you make me root for you to be eaten alive,
yeah,
you played your role well.
Mm-hmm.
You don't I'm back to this, like, you don't root for that in every zombie movie. What's wrong with you?
I root for the undead.
Believe it or not, some of us actually like the humans.
Why?
Because some of us have not given up on our humanity yet. Not all of us are cats and liches. Thank you.
Embrace lich.
I gotta quote Roanoke Gaming on this one. Human race number one, baby.
It is sometimes.
Thank you.
Embrace the lich.
It was man that was created in a God's image, not you, creature.
There you go, man.
Wow. Whoa. Throwing that shit out there, aren't you? Just your fancy schmancy God created you in his image. Oh, Lordy Lou.
I will say I do find it funny of like how for so many of the movies and everything, like I said, one of my biggest gripes with so many of these things is just how often with a rifle they will hip fire, and they'll usually aim with a pistol, but like Bud like straight up just aims properly.
Yes, clearly he had to be in some sort. He had to be either a highly trained specialist.
Well,
or he was
established he was former military.
Well, he could have been.
That doesn't make you a highly trained specialist.
If anything,
you would have to be a sniper to shoot that way.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, no, I'm saying somebody who's
or be a good marksman
shooting.
He could have been
somebody who,
he could have been someone who was in the military or had prior military things because of family or friends or whatnot, but was just a firearms enthusiast.
Yeah, like somebody who did hunting or something like
or
that.
Or survivalist.
Yeah, they did not say that. They said he may have had been in the military. But I mean, the freaking theory is as well, because of the way in the unknown time for these and everything, that Pilado's character from Dawn of the Dead joins the army and is somehow able to go into the officer corps and become a captain by the time this movie takes place. That's a fan theory. But it's that whole thing of just, it's a very big thing from the 70s and the 80s and even quite a bit of the 90s. And honestly, it's a very bad horror or action movie trope of just we're going to hip fire. And it pisses me off even more when it's supposed to be like, we're highly trained special forces. Then why the fuck are you hip firing now, nuts?
Because they don't actually want to hit what they're shooting at.
Clearly.
Because, like, especially for the end, like,
because they want to hurt themselves.
Even with the Uzi, the Uzi has select fire. It's an open bolt submachine gun, so it's not going to be super accurate. But the whole fact of, like, Bill McDermott, he grabs the M16 and just starts fucking spraying and praying. It's like, you all know better than this. Why? Why are you all like this?
Because they're all cabin feverish from being stuck underground for so long. They forgot how to actually military.
Well, for those three, they're not military.
Yeah.
It bugs me even more with the military ones because it's like, you fucking know better.
See, you forget. I don't remember any of these people's names. I know
The radio operator,
and there was the Irish guy, and
the Irish guy, the black guy, the pilot, and then the lady doctor.
Yes, the only survivors.
Well, from this movie. And then the one part that also wouldn't have happened, and that is when the one guy's head gets ripped off and he's still screaming. As soon as the lungs would have been disconnected, there would have been no air going through that for his voice to go higher pitched.
Yeah.
But
like the only smart one with the guy that get bitten, he decided to off himself.
Technically, there should have been a point before his neck was severed where his vocal cords were severed internally. That would have been when his voice would have gone higher pitched. And then it just would have cut off completely once the head disconnected from the body.
Now, one of the gross things from this movie is for parts of it, for things for the intestines, those were actual pig intestines.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, what I just said wasn't gross enough. That's good to know.
A little known factoid is that pig skin in our bodies are fairly common.
Yeah.
The same consistency, so they tend to use pig.
But no, to do the things for the guts, for a lot of them, they use actual.
It's the reason that they have you dissect a fetal pig in your biology class, is because the of the items that a school can get a hold of easily, it's not like they're going to get a human cadaver for your high school biology class, but it's easy,
or your college biology class.
It's easy. You would be surprised how many cadavers they get for medical school.
Okay. Here's a fun one. During the vacation break in filming, makeup artist Greg Nicotero used a realistic and gruesome model of his own head, as seen in the laboratory scene of the film, to play a practical joke on his mother.
Oh God,
that's horrific! Don't do that.
Oh shit!
Do not psychologically damage your mother.
You know how we had like fake, like Tyria said, it's like, fake punch is a fake punch. You can tell it's a fake punch.
Yes.
When Miguel slaps Sarah, the woman who played Sarah told the guy who played Miguel to actually slap her for more authenticity.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll throw her some props for going above and beyond. Most people wouldn't. And what she did too.
I can
probably why he turned around and reached, actually pulled her super close to him right after too. Felt like shit.
It's probably with her ear. I'm so fucking sorry, and they probably kept that in there. Like, yeah.
I do think it's funny, the whole fact of them talking about, like, you see a lot of the other military guys that have their beards and whatnot because they stopped shaving and kind of stopped caring it, except for Rhodes. Like, oh, he wants to maintain the look of a proper officer. It's like, homie, did you see his hair? That shit was out of regs. That shit was way out of regs for the time.
I wonder what the previous commander had, or how he was, because essentially it seemed like Rhodes.
Didn't we basically see him on the doctor's slab, or
No, we saw a brain.
minus his face and
Everything
the top of
else,
his
but
head and the back of his skull. And
so I mean, hey, we got to see him.
Excuse me. Let me bring my microphone closer.
And then for anyone who's a fan of like some of the music and whatnot, yes, the opening of this, the hello, is anyone there that I used and lowered the volume of, hopefully, was also sampled by the band Gorillaz in one of their songs. The track M1A1. Apparently for that album as well, for the song Demon Days, they used some stuff, or it's like they had they used some stuff from Dawn of the Dead as well. And they have some stuff from Land of the Dead.
Well, if they're gonna let you sample it for, without too much grief for your music, make the most of it.
Use what you can. Smokes if you got them, essentially. It's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to watch Ving Rhames be a dick and the evil guy, and I hate seeing Ving Rhames play evil people.
Oh,
so here's a fun one for a trivia.
like evil, or just a regular dick evil?
You'll see. It's Dr. Logan figures the ratio of undead to human survivors is 400,000 to 1. When the film was made in 1985, the population of the United States and our universe stood about 240 million. If Dr. Logan is right and the U.S. population in this universe stood at roughly the same, this film took place in 1985, there are 600 living human beings left in the USA.
That is not a sustainable population.
There's no hope the way the military guy was going for it then. He's absolutely right.
It does say, however, since the universe of the dead movies are radically diverse from the real world, history can, before the ghouls emerged, notice the Venus probe from the first Night of the Living Dead movie in 1968. The time of the dead remains unclear, since Stephen King's Salem's Lot novel does appear in this one, which came out in 1975.
Yep.
Okay.
Diary of the Dead set simultaneously with events of the Nights of the Living Dead featured, technology not available in 1968, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, there's at least 2 universes from this, and since they did put that one in there, apparently excuse me. Something like they did have some stuff that continued on, so they were apparently able to control it for a while. Well, apparently George A. Romero and frickin' Stephen King are friends. That's why the book was put in there.
He got eaten. I still like to think he got eaten. If he got eaten in 1975, it would save us so much trouble in 2025. I can dream.
What kind of trouble do we have because of Stephen King?
Just
the only thing that we that doesn't give us trouble, that's just trouble for him. It's his fault that he's it's his problem that he's a moron.
Fair.
And writes books with child sewer orgies.
Here you go.
He wrote himself into a corner.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Unfortunately, he chose a freaking ritual that required one of 2 possibilities. He was either going to have one of the kids killed by the other kids, or what happened.
It's a fantasy book, and you can make any goddamn thing up.
Well,
there are rules to magic. He wasn't
to go
making
into a different thing,
up.
because I don't care, and we don't need to keep talking about that. It is hinted by the time of this film the phenomenon that caused the zombie plague has dissipated or disappeared. This is evidenced by the fact that when Logan and Fisher are shot and killed, they did not reanimate. So the one private gets shot and killed, and when Logan, Dr. Frankenstein gets shot and killed, they don't come back to life. It's like that, or they were never infected by it, like the whole thought process from The Walking Dead,
where everybody's already infected. Did they ever explain what the hell their zombies come from in The Walking Dead? Or just, we don't know, we don't care?
Say not in the time that I was, that I had watched it. But I didn't get through the whole thing, so.
I mean, that's the
technically we can kind of go off the whole fact that this thing would have been set more in 1985, considering the fact that though it's not indicated, beginning of the year or the beginning of the film shows October starting on a Tuesday. The year this movie released was October 1985, or was it 1985? October 1st laying on a Tuesday. The next previous year, in 1970, or next previous year that October started on a Tuesday was 1974.
Okay.
4 years prior to the previous movie.
All right. So it's 85. There we go. Context clues. We solved the context clue. It'd be nice if he came out and just directly said when it took place instead of us fucking having to get like goddamn high school kids trying to fucking pass a test.
Either way, it's still a fun movie.
It's fun though to hear seeing you dance around trying to guess.
I liked it.
I mean,
definitely a fun movie. Basically, everybody that I wanted to die died because, contrary to popular belief, I don't automatically want everyone to die. I root for the zombies.
That's a lie, Will. You want everybody to. There have been times where you root for everybody to die in these movies.
He just said he doesn't always want everyone to die.
Yes. Thank you, Angela. Somebody get the point.
I purposely missed the point.
Of course
we know.
Go to hell, all of you.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Go to hell, all of you.
Let's just go. You know what? Tier, I think I hear your phone calling. Maybe you should say hello to your Aunt Alicia. Oh, and
don't
apparently
worry,
for like some of the intestines and whatnot, like I guess the pig intestines, some of them when like Pilato's getting ripped apart when Rhodes is, apparently some of them were a bit rotten because the refrigerator got unplugged.
Oh no.
So he says he can. So before he passed, he could still smell him to that day. But his line of choke on it was actually ad-libbed.
I do like that. That line did was an amazing line. Ciao, God.
Considering how he was torn apart, he probably wouldn't have actually been able to say anything because
you'd be surprised what Spike can do.
Damage to physical capability, damage to the diaphragm. It's kind of like the tearing the vocal cords and disconnecting the oxygen. If you rupture that diaphragm, you can't get the air in and out of the lungs to speak.
Oh shit!
And apparently, in the book that Romero made, The Living Dead, it's revealed that the 3 survivors from the Day of the Dead did not survive and become zombies on the island.
They did not survive?
They actually
that they become zombies on the island.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, that really does suck.
If you pay attention to the credits of the remake, it's pretty clear that they at least don't survive once they get to the island. Not necessarily that they become zombies at the end, but yeah,
It's still zombies there.
Well,
don't
that's
survive.
That's in the Dawn of the Dead remake. The
Dawn
Day
of
of
the
the
Dead
Dead
remake.
remake
That's what I was
is a little different because it has an actual sequel.
Sorry, I was thinking of Dawn of the Dead.
That fucking sucks. Again,
Like I said,
that's
in his
favorite
book.
actors.
Who?
There you go, breaking tear again.
Oh.
Well, I am glad that they got to live out their days on a nice sunny island out from underground and weren't mole people anymore.
Ain't nothing wrong with being mole people.
Well, I mean, next week we're going to be doing the Day of the Dead remake. Maybe we'll do the Day of the Dead Bloodlines. Wait a second, I didn't put the.
Been a long time since I watched Bloodlines.
I don't think I watched anything past this one, so everything else will be new.
I've seen the Day of the Dead remake. I haven't seen Bloodlines because that's actually a sequel to it. Come on, fucking load hard drive. Stop being stupid.
What are you trying to load? Oh, God.
I was trying to see if I. Okay, there we go. Actually, I'll just do this a different way. And go over to here. Y'all can keep talking as well. But yeah, they do they do
try not to talk over you talking to yourself.
We just want to prove how crazy you are.
I don't need y'all to prove how crazy I am. I can do that on my own.
But yeah, I don't think I saw anything past this one.
I don't think I've seen anything past this one either.
So it'll be interesting.
Like Land of the Dead isn't bad. The Day of the Dead remake is okay. I'm still not the biggest fan of it. But it's directed. It did have Romero as one of the writers. It also had Jeffrey Reddick, and had Steve Miner as the director.
As opposed to Steve Major? Oh, you're thinking my joke.
No, we understood the joke. We just refused to acknowledge it.
You were saying something, Angela, before that?
I was actually checking. Are we just doing movies?
In October, yes.
Okay. Next week, I most likely will not be able to join.
Okay.
But
I'll probably be late.
I will watch on my own. And that is because next week I'm actually working Oktoberfest. So my hours are going to be completely different. And I may, if I do get an hour, I may be doing the matinee as a makeup because I definitely will not get home at a decent hour on Saturday. Because Saturday, Saturday runs. I don't know when they're going to close up shop, basically, at the festival.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be home in time to do the matinee on Saturday.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not sure if I'm going to be home to even do the matinee on either.
Well, are you doing something on Tuesdays or not Tuesday, but Sunday as well?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
working Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
I'll be working Saturday and Sunday from now on. It's just usually my hours will be earlier. Where we're
Hey,
going
what's
to
up,
be
Kefkers?
where
Yo,
we're going to
Kaneki.
be where we're going to be at normally, my hours will be like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
That's how it goes sometimes. You got to make that bread.
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
So I'll be home in time for the show. Normally next week is Oktoberfest. Woohoo!
Worms.
Worms?
Yeah, and Bub's better in this movie
Captain
than he is in the remake. Because basically for the remake since you're not able to be there, majority of them, it's like the whole thing of they're dealing with the outbreak and not have been into the outbreak. So Sarah Bowman in this one's actually a military member like Nick Cannon is, and you have to do like she has her brother is what you have in there for part of it. And like all of them are, it's again, Bub is one of the guys in the military with them as well, who gets bit and is turning, but their whole thing for like the reason why he doesn't want to try to eat anyone is because he's actually vegan.
Really? Really?
That's your little bit of a spoil. It's at least I don't know if it's vegan or if it's vegetarian, but
that is the dumbest
Oh
thing.
my god,
ever.
that's so stupid.
But it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It is dumb. I instantly don't want to see this movie.
Oh,
I want to see it more.
I kind of am bummed out that I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna have to watch the replay.
The other reason why like he won't go after Sarah is because as a person he had a thing for her.
I kind of figured that would end up tying in somewhere.
Yeah, but him being vegan. Oh,
I don't remember if it's vegan or vegetarian.
The monkey part of your brain, the animal part of your brain doesn't fucking care.
That's it's so fun.
Yeah, but the human part does care, and if the human part is fighting with the animal part.
Like the whole concept of zombies in general is that it is no longer the human there. It is just the primal emotion. That's why they are zombies in 28 days later.
Well, no, they're not zombies in 28 days later.
They're infected with
they're rage virus because they don't eat them in that whole thing. And for this series as well, it's where it doesn't work in the remake. It's supposed to be that they've been zombies long enough that their brains are starting to rewrite themselves to get past what it was. That's what it's supposed to be showing also in Land of the Dead, is the continuation of that. Basically neural pathways in the brain are being remapped or re-brought to what they were because they've gotten past that initial instinct.
Right around some of the damaged areas, right to the new, right around the instinct to the new things. I remember they used to say, brain cells get killed, they never come back. The brain is amazing at.
There's so much of the stuff when it comes to the brain they've had to learn, or it's like that they've found wasn't the same thing of like, technically while Einstein was a genius, his brain on average was actually smaller than the average person's brain. Well, it just had more
Einstein
wrinkles.
was dyslexic.
His brain also had more wrinkles. That was the whole thing.
So I got to bat someone in the head and make their head wrinkly. Got it.
It's not how it works.
Shut up.
Yeah, Einstein was brilliant, but he couldn't tie his own shoes. He had to wear loafers.
Yeah, that's why like the better thing to do is, especially with the kid, like if you have kids or whatnot, is if they're going to learn a second language, to actually have them learn at an even younger age, so they're more likely to be better bilingual, and it's going to cause them to learn more and be better. Now, sometimes they're still going to be stupid.
I'm gonna have to massage. If I ever have a child, I'm gonna have to massage their scalp so their head gets more wrinkles. Got it.
That's not how it works. You
Do
fucking
not
tard.
touch your baby's head. I will kill you.
No, you can touch the baby's head to support it when you're holding them.
Yeah, the back of his head. You do not.
You know, maybe the nose if you're playing Got Your Nose or something, or you know, you got to wipe food or you know, gunk off him or something, but like not what Tears wanted to do. He's being retarded.
Yeah, no. You're gonna squish the baby's brain deadness. Ouch. He's hurting me.
I will revive the baby. It'll be
Rotn,
fine.
You just said Tears being Tear. I don't know why you had to point that out.
Because it needed to be. Sometimes you have to be the redundancy department of redundancy redundantly.
The redundant department of redundancy redundants.
I want to hurt him.
Why are you gonna hurt me? It's Angela. Why?
No, but going back to this. So going back to this movie, if you've never seen it, like you kind of actually want to root for Frankenstein a little bit. You're like, oh, the dude's just kind of eccentric, and then you're just like, oh, he's a sociopath.
He is absolutely fucking insane. Fucked up. That was some creepy shit, man.
The dude played it so well.
Yes.
That's the bad guy too. Sorry, I gotta go back to my notebook and scratch some things out.
Richard Liberty is his name. He passed in 2000. But apparently he was apparently Mr. Howard in Fly the Navigator in 1986 using the Final Countdown.
Oh.
His final movie was he was Captain Holmes in the movie Virtual Weapon.
Ooh.
That's a movie we're gonna have to get on Never Watch Alone at some point.
Which one?
What?
Flight of the Navigator.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, apparently he was in Porky's too.
What?
I know my grandmother's.
Oh shit! He was already in the original The Crazies.
Oh no. Oh no.
I need to get that movie. I believe I have the remake.
There was a movie, I cannot remember it, where there was a plague in ancient times, and they had to go to the future to put a cross on the steeple to cure the plague in ancient times.
Okay.
Not a clue.
God damn it. Kanapke, if you're still listening, have you ever seen that movie? I've been looking for it. It's been boggling my brain for a hot minute.
Did you Google it?
I don't know. Okay. Let me
see. Did you do your favorite thing and ask
premise? Google the premise of the movie.
Yeah, Tier, why don't you just ask Rock?
Shut up! I don't want to ask Rock.
Hey Siri.
Alexis, what's this movie Tier's talking about?
Tier needs to shut the hell up. Fuck Alexis.
I do not have any active always on devices in my place. Although I do actually have a Echo Dot. I haven't gotten it set up yet because the only way I'm going to do it is to plug it into a smart plug so I can tell it to turn itself off. listen to some tunes a little bit, and then do like Alexa, good night, and have it power off its own outlet.
I just suddenly hear Siri saying, "What is tear?"
And Kefki said no.
Here.
Or nope, she hasn't seen it. Or doesn't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
So why don't you try doing your due diligence and be like movie synapses?
Synapses.
Synopsis.
Do you know it was it an 80s movie here?
I don't know. It's just one of the movies I very vividly remember watching my grandma. I just can't name the damn movie.
Couldn't tell you.
All I know is that they had, like, the premise was they had to go forward in time to cure a plague back in time, and by putting like a cross on a steeple or something to cure the plague or like end the curse.
Oh, and apparently the Day of the Dead Bloodlines is more actually based off the original Day of the Dead. Yeah, because Day of the Dead Bloodline is a 2017 zombie movie based on the motion picture Day of the Dead by George A. Romero. A small group of military personnel and survivalists dwell in an underground bunker as they seek to find a cure for a world overrun by zombies.
It's not Timeline. It's not Army of Darkness. Not Black Death. Not Season of the Witch.
A group of 14th century villagers in England face the Black Death, are guided by a young boy's visions. They dig a tunnel through the earth.
I think that's what it is. What is it called?
This would be The Navigator, a medieval odyssey from 1988.
It sounds like it. It does.
The group must, when they emerge from the tunnel, they find they have traveled to 20th century New Zealand. The group must then try to make a new cross and place it on a modern cathedral to fulfill the prophecy and save their village from the curse of the plague.
It's probably what it is.
Oh, and the gonk thing is actually was originally from Dawn of the Dead, Kefki, that they play during when Frankenstein tells the one zombie to sit or stay in the dark and think about what he did. They play the thing from Dawn. They play the song from Dawn of the Dead, the gonk song. And they had the reference of, and all the shopping malls are closed. Yep. Well, yeah, it's easier. Yeah, Kefki, it's easier to go through and just take stuff they've already had written and just reuse it. Or written and recorded.
I mean, Hollywood recycles, and occasionally it's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, only occasionally.
Yeah. But I don't really think there's much to go off on this one other than good makeup, good acting. A lot of the minor portions didn't make sense. You definitely need a good suspension of disbelief. But overall, a fun movie.
Well, I mean, you need a good suspension of disbelief with any zombie movie, but that doesn't matter if they make it fun.
Yeah.
And they made this one fun.
It's just always funny whenever you see, like, they make some of the people that should be able to, handle themselves in these situations, and then something happens and they just fucking freeze.
Fold like a cheap chair.
Yeah.
Fold like a cheap lawn chair because they take the rest of the world. They take everybody else down with them.
All right, where was the one thing?
Hello, is
Oh,
anybody
damn.
there? Calling all hungry zombies.
Is anyone there?
The Fae right here.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
Get out of my head.
But it's warm. You have cookies.
No. So let me know if you find those cinnamon muffins in there.
I've been looking for them. I've only checked 2 of the 3 rooms.
Well, the funny thing is, apparently, for part of the zombies that feast and attack roads are played by a Pittsburgh rock band, the Granati Brothers, otherwise known as G-Force.
Ah.
Don't know if any of their songs made it on the soundtrack.
Would have been cool if it did.
See, that's what you. If you're a band playing like extras or a specific role or something, you want to go. It's like, okay, but get one of our songs in the soundtrack somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if it's, somebody, the stoner puts the tape in and or the CD or pulls it up on their phone and starts playing it to groove to it, and everybody's like, "Man, I hate that song. Shut it off."
Yeah.
But get their music. If you're gonna use a band, get their music in there.
Yeah. Again, Kafki.
Which was an ad lib. Was with an ad lib line. But I don't really have much for that other than this. It's a fun movie and a good movie.
It really was.
And
yes,
like I said, I love the aspect of it. It's not being, I don't believe it was consumerism for the second movie, but just that whole thing of their disbelief and like possessiveness of that they took over this area and that it's theirs. And
that it makes it theirs.
Their slow descent more into madness and everything. And this one is just like they're all exhausted and going mad because of the exhaustion and starting to realize that we're not so different, you and I.
In the end, it's them realizing, holy shit, we could be the last of humanity.
And Kefki, yes, Bub is the greatest. Bub is like the best zombie out there. And as I said at the beginning of the show, I'll say it again. We're all thinking it. Zombie Bub did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Oh, I'll put it this way. Just wait till we watch Land of the Dead. Fucking Big Daddy's cooler than shit.
Oh, and Kefki, Bagagua.
Armageddon.
Oh no. No.
Don't tell Cousin Merv to stop summoning Bagagua.
What do you think taught Merv that?
Oh God, why'd you teach Merv how to summon Bagagua?
Cause it's fun, and he brings treats with him.
Yeah, but if you've never seen, I mean, I recommend all like, okay, Diary of the Dead and Survival of the Dead are the weakest of the entire series, but I do recommend the first 4 movies for the Dead series from George A. Romero. At least I finally been getting his name right. For fucking years, I was calling him George R. Romero.
George R. Don't
ask.
George R. Martin. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it out there. I mean, watch all of them, And just understand that they're not all the greatest, but
And
watch all of them. And
for anyone who, since I'm technically the youngest on the panel and the host, you also have to understand, if you've never seen these and don't really watch like 70s or 80s or even the 1968 movie in black and white, you have to remember they were limited by the stuff at the time. Not everything's going to be the new fancy shit they do nowadays.
Yes.
And I like George A. Romero as a director and writer, and even a bit of an actor, since he's usually cameoed himself in so many things. And that I will question his choice of some of his friends.
I question just about everybody their choice of friends. Especially, I question Angela, her choice of friends. I don't question people who have Angela for a friend. I just question Angela, her choice of friends.
Question Angela for being my friend. Angela, do you not know I'm insane?
Tyr, if that was the biggest complaint about you, that wouldn't be an issue.
But you know, before we get out of here, we're going to go with this whole thing. What was your favorite scene? We'll start with Tyr, if he has his.
Choke on him! Choke on him!
He says choke on it.
Sorry. Choke on it, choke on him. It's the same goddamn thing.
No.
But yes, that's my favorite scene.
Angela? I'm going to come back to you.
Come back to me.
Will?
Come back to me.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Jesus
Probably, okay. Probably, like, when they're finding out exactly how freaking twisted Dr. Frankenstein is.
That is a good moment as well.
It is.
I actually will say one of my favorites, at least for like how they actually really showed a lot of their acting talent, is after the thing happens to where the Mexican gets bit. I'm forgetting his name. Miguel gets bit and runs out, and they freaking, the one dude, it's, John catches him, Sarah hits him with the head with a rock, and then amputates his arm, and how everything goes, and like you see the tension and horror to where it finally has her break when it's over.
Yeah,
like that, just that pending moment of her going into everything.
I have a small issue with that scene. All right, he wakes up when the fire hits his arm, but he doesn't wake up when they cutting his fucking arm off. And no matter how strong a machete is, it'll never be that clean.
I mean, a machete can't take an arm off. Again, it's the whole thing of the suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
And that, like, it's not necessarily the whole thing of how the arm's cut off and then them going to freaking, burn it. But mostly that interaction of, he's been bit, we gotta shoot. It's like, we gotta kill him. And they have that whole interaction in the standoff. And then just like, once the standoff's finally over and Rhodes and them leave, like her breaking from like the realization of all the shit that's actually happening.
That's usually how I am in a tense situation. Like, nobody realizes exactly how stressed out I am during something. It's after that they figure it out.
Well, like, you can see that the stress center of, I got it. If he turns, I'll take care of him myself. Just the whole thing of it.
Yeah, don't want to get on her bedside.
Exactly.
Well, you figure out your favorite scene?
Oh.
Or at least one you like a lot?
I kind of like Bub discovering what they did to the doctor and really losing it.
He really did.
I mean, once they get to that ending of the zombies overrun and everything, it picks up. It doesn't quit, and it's just nonstop until, the whole, oh, this part was actually a dream. It happened, but this part of it was a dream.
Like her getting attacked by the zombie in the helicopter.
The thing is, I mean, it gets so cliche sometimes. It was just a dream, but he manages to pull it off kind of the right way in his treatment of this movie. You get the bad, worst, and then wake up and it's not quite so bad. But don't worry, there's plenty of bad, worst still to come.
Why don't you take a sedative, Sarah? There's so many good moments in this movie. Like, I still overall like the Dawn of the Dead.
Swear to God, I saw Cliff in that movie. I saw Cliff, the guy that John Ratzenberger in that movie. I know it probably wasn't, but it looked like John Ratzenberger in that movie. The guy that played Cliff from.
Yes, we know who John Ratzenberger is, and we heard you say, "I saw the guy that played Cliff."
Mm-hmm. And Kefki, so far that Hello Aunt Alicia is technically, from most of what it is, of the only actual words uttered by a zombie in that movie, or and I can think of in any of the actual movies for this, the Hello Aunt Alicia. Although there's the supposed, when Bub startles Sarah in the beginning, that he said that there are fans that think he says, "I'm sorry." But I think on that note, I'm pretty sure we're all a recommend of this movie because we'd all seen it before.
Yeah, it was really good.
I watched this the whole, or at least the first 4 movies, usually like twice a year, anyways. And Kefki, if you haven't seen Land of the Dead, you should see Land of the Dead.
I'm gonna make a joke. I'm gonna get smacked for it, but I'm gonna make the joke. Are there Schlee stacks in the Land of the Dead?
Are there what?
That's the land of the lost, you schmuck.
I said I'm gonna get smacked for it.
I was gonna say he's hopeless, but that implies that there was ever a time where there was hope for him.
I expected nothing, and I'm still disappointed.
Oh,
exactly.
Oh.
But we're gonna get out of here because I believe everyone else has work in the morning. I've got the day off. I don't have to go back here. I don't have to go back to work until next week, Monday.
I'm off, but I have to go to a doctor's appointment.
Friday, Saturday is my start of my vacation, and if the government shuts down, I get to take the whole week off. So, come on, government shutdown.
You took a vacation that was less than a week?
No, I don't have enough leave to take the entire week off. So I'm just going to take Sunday, which is my mom's birthday.
I take most of my vacation time as a day here, a day there, but I typically take a week off around my birthday and the last week of the year.
Oh, before we get out of here, Kefki, I still have to watch it, but I want to say it was written before Romero passed. Like, he did have part of it. There's a CGI Night of the Living Dead Origins that they get Pilato, who played Rhodes. He plays a couple of the voices. He plays one of the voices in it.
Well, for me, we only have
they bring Tony Todd back to play Ben.
Nice.
I'm just
so.
Yeah. I When you say you're taking a vacation,
Mhm.
I'm thinking you're taking a vacation.
She's thinking you're
So I'm
going
thinking
someplace.
at least a week.
Oh no, I'm not going anywhere. It's just that it's my mom's birthday. I just don't want to be at work.
But otherwise, like the dude who played Rhodes has done a lot of voice work. He was in, if anyone remembers Beetleborgs, he was one of the voices in that. Oh yeah, the dude plays freaking well.
Beetleborgs?
Yeah, he was the voice of Vexor in Beetleborgs.
I don't remember who Vexor was.
I don't fucking remember. But we're gonna get out of here. Have a great week, everyone.
Have a good week.
Go to the theater.
Bye all.
Definitely go to the theater. Have fun.
Go. It is. We are almost there to it being the spoopy month, so go watch some horror movies or some zombie movies. Because all zombie movies are not horror movies, and not all horror movies
any kind of Halloween movies.
You're saying go to the theater and have fun. These are sometimes mutually exclusive.
Well, I mean, some people don't like going to the theater, so go do something fun.
Go do something you enjoy that's safe, sane, and consensual.
Yes. I'm like, I don't understand you, but go have your fun.
It's peoply out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
It's got all them people. It's peoply people.
Peoply people.
But we're going to get out of here, so have a good one, folks.
Yep, bye all.
Laters.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Join us again next week, or you can check out the other people in the panel in the description and see us again plausibly on one of their channels, or just check out what work they've done. Have a good week, everyone.